may not.
I don't know. The ear tracker wax is still supposed to be 24 and 6, but I'm not sure. The other ones is an 8, 10, and 12, and I don't know which one. No. It was 8, 10, and 12 for their additional. I'm not sorry, not 8, 10, 8 and 10. 8 and 10. 9 is always the base, and that's what that is. Should be the fiddle model.
Got everything in odd numbers. What is it?
Should be 2, but just mute 2, 4, and 6.
Okay, mute it.
Was it?
Yeah, it is. Play a little something. Check your mic.
What you need, Rick?
Anything.
Just roll. Let's roll it all.
Gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave.
What?
Y'all thought that was a good balance?
Sounded good to me.
Okay.
Check your mic.
Yep. Check, 2, 2, 2, number 12, number 12, number 12, number 12, number 12, number 12. Check 2, test, 2, 2, 2, 2. Test, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Any of these your people besides your son?
We're walking to church.
Okay, at where?
Hello.
Okay.
There. What do you want, Mom? It's closed down. Not real closed.
Is that gonna hit any of the stuff that they need?
Single year. The national flag. There's not.
We're good.
We'll have to figure out next week where to plug in this new mixer. I got no clue. Not without, I can't get up under there and see it. It's all up under the table. Had to get them going. I can send you your own mix. There's 6 monitor channels. I can put you in one of them and send you whatever mix it needs. You know, if it's getting too much bass or not enough vocal, fix and not mess the thing up in the house.
Yeah, it needs to be like amplified, into the system. So you need a volume on. Turn it. This
So
one's
it needs a preamp.
yeah, like a preamp.
I'll have to study over that. There's probably a main out we can come out of.
So like if I grab the radio and plug it in, it'll work.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. There we go. For a second time.
And a good Saturday morning. Welcome to all you folks listening in over the airwaves on WPAQ. I apologize for our delay. I'll take a little bit of responsibility. I need a towel now. Sweat's just rolling off my head. But anyways, we got things going thanks to Patrick and Rick back there able to get us on the air. Thank you so much once again. And you are listening to another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, broadcast live each and every Saturday here from the Earl Theater, home of the Old Time Music Heritage Hall. And we're so delighted to have these folks with us today. Some of them have been here for the Merry-Go-Round with different groups, but this is their first time as this fine gospel group. Help me make welcome for part 1 of today's program, Middle Cross. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm coming up out of the ground. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me in the middle of the air. Gonna rise up and see my Lord, gonna say goodbye down here. Ain't no grave
can lay this body down. But on that resurrection morn, I'm coming up out of the ground. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down.
All right.
All right, we're gonna sing Lonesome Pine. And been singing this song just as long as I can remember. And got some loved ones already gone over to the other side. And I'm glad we've got the hope that for saved we can meet them in the morning. Love this old song.
In the city that is filled with birds, when I meet you in the morning, in the city that is filled with birds,
All right, we're going to do this song. Bring our mandolin player up to sing it, amen. And we've got this song based on 2 Corinthians chapter 5. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Sing it, big boy.
was I one like Job, but I have lived again in the blessed Redeemer, any victory over sin. Through His blood He's provided a heavenly home. I'll shout the glad Hosanna when I bow at the throne. To be absent from the bodies, to be present with the Lord. What a blessed, precious promise He's given in His word. Through the valley of the shadow is a place must go. I'll not fear my crossing, Lord, save my soul. What a joy to be part of the blood-bought redeemed, a ragged old sinner purchased by a king. He's gone back to glory to prepare us a place, and soon I'll be going, I'll meet face to face. To be absent from the bodies, to be present with the Lord. What a blessed, precious promise He's given in His word. Through the valley of the shadow is a place must go. I'll not fear my crossing, Lord, save my soul.
All right, great job, our special guest, Middle Cross. And right now, we'll take this opportunity to recognize our sponsor of this portion of today's program, and that's Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina. And we'll be back with more music from the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round right after this.
What's what? Basic 9 and little keys, that's all I need. And there should be 2.
Hey, can you take 9 down a little bit?
Just a little.
Thank you so much, Bob King. And do apologize for our delay in the broadcast this morning. It could not be helped, had to switch everything out on the fly, so thank you for your patience, and had nothing to do with Bob King. Bob King is the man and always keeping us on the air. He can't correct what we're sending to him, but we're good now. Thank you so much. And if you're just tuning in or just joining us, you're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, this live program going on over 70 years on the Voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ, and broadcast live over the airwaves at 740 on the AM dial and FM 106.7. And right now we'll go back to more music with our special guest, Middle Cross.
We call him Chopstick. Old Brady. Hey, he did a good job, man. His dad did okay on the banjo, but Brady tore the fiddle. All right, Tim Parks, come on up and sing Love Up the Mountain. Got a little bit of tune going on right now. We sure are glad to be here this morning. And excited about coming. We're all part of the same church. Thanks to Calvary Baptist Church in Elkin, North Carolina. I'm the pastor over there, Jeremy Simpson. And Josh, our banjo player, said, he told Jimmy, said, we go to the same church, we're all friends of the same church. I said, well, we go to the same church. Somebody hit that cymbal back there. Let our banjo get tuned up, change the key here, and then we'll sing this Love Up the Mountains. Good to see some familiar faces in the crowd today, and appreciate you coming out for us today.
Hello, Debbie and Tommy.
Always looking up
talked about the love of the mountains that he and Mama shared together there. How a bright moon is shining in the valley, and a wagon leans against a stack of hay. Two grains on the hillside by the cabin. My mom and dad are resting there today. My mom and dad are resting there today.
We're going to feature Miss Daphne Cawthorn on this next song. I'm glad we serve a risen Savior. Getting ready to celebrate Easter in a few weeks, and that's what this song talks about. That grave is empty, it's gone. We're ready.
Mary came unto the tomb of Jesus. The stone was moved, the Lord had gone away. The angel said, "Fear not, I know whom seek ye, for he has risen." This she heard him say. Gone, the stone is rolled back, gone, the tomb is empty, gone, to sit at the Father's side. Gone, over death triumphant, gone, sin is defeated, gone, he lives forevermore. Oh, come with me and see the risen Savior, who still can turn the dark of death to day, who calms the storms of doubt and parts the ocean, who still can roll your heavy stones away. Gone, the stone is rolled back, gone, the tomb is empty, gone, to sit at the Father's side. Gone, over death triumphant, gone, sin is defeated, gone, he lives forevermore. Gone, the stone is rolled back, gone, the tomb is empty, gone, to sit at the Father's side. Gone, over death triumphant, gone, sin is defeated, gone, he lives forevermore.
All right, great job. Our special guest, Middle Cross, here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. We do have a request from the audience, and I'm going to talk that over with the group here in just a second while we send things back to Bob King for a quick look at the updated weather forecast. We'll be back right after this.
Thank you so much, Bob King. And if you're just tuning in or just joining us, this fine group from Elkin is joining us for the first time on the Merry-Go-Round. Some of the folks have been here before with different groups. Josh, of course, played in the group Crossroads, which was one of the premier gospel groups around here. We still love to play their music and miss hearing from them, but glad you're playing again, Josh, for sure, on the Merry-Go-Round this morning. We did have a request from the audience. Don't know if we could do that specific number for you, but we'll send out a good song to you. And right now, help me make welcome back to the stage, Middle Cross.
Tired of living the same old way, heartaches and troubles day after day. Open up your heart now, let it cleanse your soul. You better get ready if you wanna go. Don't wanna go there, don't wanna see him, don't wanna sing in the angel man. Then you hear him calling, calling his children. Time is coming, don't you wanna go? You've heard the story, you know it's true. Died on that cross for me and you. We're all God's children, He loves us so. You better get ready if you wanna go. Don't you wanna go there? Don't you wanna see Him? Don't you wanna sing with the angel band? Then hear Him calling, calling His children. Time is coming, don't you wanna go? Time is coming, don't you wanna go? Don't you wanna go?
All right, there you go, Tim. I like that song. Well, we're going to sing this slow one. Someone requested we do one. We hadn't got that one ready, but we've got this one. This is one of my favorite songs. And Miss Debbie Higgins is going to sing it. I'm glad one day we're going to get to see the Lord. And we're going to slow her down a little bit for this. Hope it'll bless your soul. I promise we're going to sing it.
Well, what do you think about the fiddle player?
Oh, yeah. Brady, how long have you been playing now? Almost a year he's been playing. We're proud of him. So we appreciate him working hard, working hard.
Serving Him has been such a thrill. one day I will. One day I'm gonna walk on streets of pure gold, and they'll tell me the path that's never yet been told. I'll be united with loved ones on Zion's holy hill. One day I will. I'll be united with loved ones on Zion's holy hill. One day I will.
Well, we're going to bring the big boy back up. I don't know why we gave the biggest person in the group the smallest instrument, but we did that. And if anybody doesn't like the music, we have a bodyguard on stage, so it's all is well. But this is Josh Cox, lives down in the Siloam area, and he's a great guy, gentle giant's what he is. And Josh, come sing this good song. This kind of goes along with the one we just sang. It says, I long to see his face. Long to see his face. Y'all having a good time? Yeah. We're having a ball. We're having a ball.
As I walk down life's winding pathway, time after time trouble seems to block the way. And when I need a helping hand to guide me, I call on Him in my silent prayer. Oh, bless the day my Savior calls me, right by His side I'll take my place. I'll praise His name and shout His glory. Oh, how I long to see His face. And in the hour of the deepest darkness, the Lord shines down His light so I can see. When the days are long and the nights are lonely, I know that He'll be there to comfort me. Oh, bless the day my Savior calls me, right by His side I'll take my place. I'll praise His name and shout His glory. Oh, how I long to see His face. I'm glad to know that He walks beside me, and that He'll stay right till the very end. My heart is filled with His love inside me. I know that I'll always have a friend in Him. Oh, bless the day my Savior calls me, right by His side I'll take my place. I'll praise His name and shout His glory. Oh, how I long to see His face. Oh, how I long to see His face.
What we'll do right now is we're going to welcome all the folks watching on our YouTube channel, and also want to send things just hey, how you doing up to JJ in Vancouver, Canada. He watches the merry-go-round, and he called me on the radio on Thursday, and so hey out there, and hope to get your song on next Thursday on the afternoon show. Also, hello to Richard and Barbara Bowman. They're watching on our YouTube channel, so thank you so much for tuning us in. And let's go ahead and tell you folks who will be with us in the next few weeks. Also, after the 12 o'clock news, we're going to have some great old-time music from the Rock Castle Ramblers. I can see them out there. They're getting warmed up. And then in the upcoming weeks, we have, I can't believe that March is almost over. Next week, March 26th, the Twin County Ramblers, and 12 o'clock, Bruce Mosley and Hersey Macmillan will be joining us. Then the month of April, April 2nd, the Shelton Brothers will be here along with Eddie Hill and the Gospel Travelers. April the 9th, the Brushy Mountain Buddies, a great old-time band, followed up by the Sugarloaf Mountain Band, and they do a lot of bluegrass and old-time. And then on April the 16th, we'll have some quartet gospel music from the Swordsmen, followed up by another great old-time band, the Snow Creek Old Time Band. April 23rd, the Jackson Memorial Trio will be here for some great gospel music, followed by Highway 268, Darius Flowers and his group. And then on April the 30th, we'll have some newcomers for us on the merry-go-round. The Sladen family, they're from over around Stewart, Virginia, and they'll be joined by Charlie Cheney, along with the Java Brothers from up around Roanoke, Virginia. Of course, they're some of those folks are descendants of the Hall twins. So right now, we're going to have some more great music from our special guests, Middle Cross, and let's go ahead, if it's all right with y'all, let's do 2 more numbers and then we'll take a break. This little fellow to my left, Josh Hazelwood's kind of the boss. We let him be that, and it's good for his ego. It helps him. No, he's bossing me to sing this, and so we hadn't really practiced, but we're gonna try it. All right, boys, help. In constant sorrow all through his days,
Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. For 6 long years I've been in trouble, no pleasure here on earth I've found. For in this world I'm bound to ramble, I have no friends to help me now. He has no friends to help him now. I never expect to see you again, for I'm bound to ride that northern railroad. Perhaps I'll die upon this train, perhaps you'll die upon this train. You can bury me in some deep valley for many years where I may lay. Then you may learn to love another while I am sleeping in my grave, while he is sleeping in his grave. Think I'm just a stranger, my face you'll never see no more. But there is one promise that is given, I'll meet you on God's golden shore. He'll meet you on God's golden shore.
Having a great time here with our special guest, Middle Cross. Right now, we'll take one final break for this first portion of today's merry-go-round and hear a word about Merle Fest. That's coming up really soon. I can't believe it. And we'll be back with more music on the Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
Good job.
Thank you so much, Bob King. Once again, really appreciate you this Saturday morning. And we've had a great first portion of today's broadcast. And also, we'll have old-time music coming up after the 12 o'clock news from our special guests, the Rock Castle Ramblers. So please stay tuned for that. Right now, got time for probably 3 more songs from our special guest, Middle Cross.
We're having a good time. We're going to sing this old song, There's a Light at the River.
Down safe before the throne, dipped their wings in the mystic tide. They have passed over deep where they do not weep, to their homes on the other side. There's a light at the river, a light at the river. There's a light at the river I can see. My Lord will stand and hold in his hand a light at the river for me. My Lord will stand and hold in his hand a light at the river for me.
Let's do using my Bible for a road map. Come on up, George. Sing that one. We're going to do one more after that. Get the dobro out and sing one more.
My last stop is having some sweet day.
Well, we got one more we're going to do, and this is a favorite of ours. And, we're so blessed, I tell you. We just health and strength alone, not to mention salvation and the blood of Jesus Christ. But this song here, we love it. It's one of our favorites. And it says, "Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses." Let Josh get his dobro out here.
If you don't mind, also, we had a call from Robert Tilley. Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band wanted to know if you'd send him out a song. So would that be all right if we also send it down to him down in Madison, North Carolina?
Absolutely, yeah. Hope he enjoys this. We have sure enjoyed being here today, and hope you've enjoyed it as well. Thank you for listening. Thank y'all for being here with us. Thank you for the roses.
You know, I love this song right here. It's just think about the roses that the Lord has given us. The most one is saving myself. But he's given us so many roses all some life. If you stop and think, you can see what all the Lord's done for us.
That's exactly. For all the pretty sunsets and each peaceful stream, for every little songbird you send my way to sing, and in my barren desert where nothing else grows, even in the valley you still give me a rose. You still give me a rose. Lord, thank you for the roses you placed in my life, for the old-fashioned preacher who carried the line, for peace and contentment in a world so filled with strife. Lord, thank you for the roses you placed in my life. You placed in my life. For the freshness of the morning and the cool of the day, for the place in my memory you washed my sins away, for your precious Holy Spirit spirit that I feel down in my soul, and that's worth more to me than every other rose, than every other rose. Lord, thank you for the roses you placed in my life, for the old-fashioned preacher who carried the light, for peace and contentment in a world so filled with strife. Lord, thank you for the roses you placed in my life, you placed in my
Another big hand for our special guest, Fiddle. Great performance today on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. Everybody stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll have another hour and a half of music after the 12 o'clock news and weather from a great old-time band, the Rock Castle Ramblers. Until then, you're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ, AM 740 and FM 106.7.
They're just changing bands.
I have a bad one, and that's not helping today. I think of all the chords, just like, hey, Josh, only the chords that's plugged into your mic is your chords, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
That's, I mean, it's for a train. Maybe they get walked on it and they don't know it's hard. I think so. It hit their car and pushed the man off the river. No, the street.
Yeah, my lady's very
Yeah, I was thinking gospel. You? Oh, you can talk about a mandolin player. He can do it. So I was a mandolin player. Good to see you, man. Yep. That's big attention.
Okay, I think I'm good now.
We should be on 2, 4, and 6 now again, and 9 on the bass.
Can we do a little test?
Angles up, so I can feel the energy. I'm gonna do a quick test, huh? Plug over in as a test.
right. Well, I believe we got things going. Are we good? We're good to go? Okay, well, welcome back. If you're just tuning in or just joining us or just watching us on the YouTube, thanks for joining us today for the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. Had a great time with our special guest for part one of today's program, Middle Cross. And right now, help me make welcome to the stage for some great old-time music, the Rock Castle Ramblers.
All right, we're going to start things off with the Hangman's Reel. Thanks for all that good dancing. Y'all don't be shy, y'all come up here and dance. I was watching some dance videos from back in 2001, and I'll tell you what, they used to dance a lot more than they do these days. So y'all get those shoes on. Dance barefooted. So what about Grub Spring? All right. I think there's a dancer in everybody. Y'all come on up here now. Don't be shy. What's next? Yeah, there you go.
Great job, great old-time music, and great dancing out there as well. Rock Castle Ramblers here for you on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. The time is time for us to take a real quick break, and we'll be back with more music on the merry-go-round right after this.
Much longer, I can't get up. Y'all take care.
Coming up on Monday, the 21st, Delta Rescue Squad on North Richmond, Drive, 1:30 until 6 p.m. Have that same day, Church Community College in Thompson, the automobile visit 12 p.m. until 4 p.m. All donors during the month of March, $10 but add gift card by
Thank you so much, Bob King. I was running out of time there. So if anybody was here at 11 o'clock, they saw why I'm so frantic. But I do this every week. You should think I would be used to it by now. And also, there's a young lady celebrating a birthday with us today, so we want to be sure and wish Miss Clemma Scanlon. She'll be celebrating her 82nd birthday tomorrow. Of course, we won't be here tomorrow to wish you a happy birthday, so we'll do that right now. So let's send this next song out to Miss Clemma. She's here in the theater audience with us. Where are y'all from?
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. What part?
Cookville.
Oh, Cookville, Tennessee. Okay, well, great. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. This is traditional old-time music, so happy birthday one day in advance.
All right, we're going to play Old John Henry. Yeah, in case you were wondering, we're just playing some old mountain music for y'all in an old mountain music style. Banjo and fiddle were the original instruments, I reckon, up there. But then the guitar and bass came along and add some rhythm to it to help the dancers along. And used to be a lot of square dancing around these parts, but I don't know much anymore. It seemed like about 10 years ago you could find a square dance, but anymore they're far and few in between. So nobody's daring to be square. So I don't know. I've been talking to a few people. We're going to try to start a square dance somewhere. Maybe if we can find somebody to help. And, if y'all want to help out, give me a holler. And we're going to do it one way or another, because there's a lot of people want to square dance and they're just nowhere to do it anymore. Nobody's willing to throw a dance, so we're gonna work on that. We're gonna dare you to come out and square dance. I think we'll slow it down for you. Which one do you want to play? Sweet Marie? Yeah, I think I remember just 10 years ago, I'd go to a dance over in Beulah, and there was a dance in Ararat, and there was a dance in Cana, where you're from. They ain't happening much anymore like they used to. But there's plenty of dancers, so we got to do something about that. But we're going to play a tune for y'all right now called Lost John. I reckon this is more of a what? Nah, Lonesome John. Sorry. And that's right. It's a Kentucky tune, I reckon.
Great job, great old-time music from our special guests, the Rock Castle Ramblers. Time for us to take an updated look at the weather forecast, and we'll be back with more music coming up on the Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
Is there nobody to call the dance and start it? Nobody to call this? But nobody they don't have anybody to call the dance. Because I've been twice. Is it me? Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, that's what you're saying. You have to see, that is very far. Oh my gosh. That how it go? Are y'all going this year? Do you? Can you do it when you play? Then it won't be as good as if you play. I want to work on that because I bet there's places that you can do it.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and we were discussing square dances, and the one, I'll tell you where I used to really like to go, Jason, was over at Patrick Springs. Yes, Patrick Springs at the, I guess it was the community building or the Rueton building, and they do set dances where you danced with your same two couples. Two couples or four couples, and you did sets where everybody danced with just those couples. And I really loved to go there, and the different groups that would play would be, I guess, the Dry Hill Draggers maybe would play, and Smoky Valley Boys would play. But that was my favorite place to go, and also the Ararat Rueton Club.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
And Beulah Rueton Club, of course, like you said, and over at Freeze and at the Allegheny Jubilee. So maybe we need to work on that, some of us folks that like to square dance, because I do. I used to really like to square dance, used to love to go. And we'll see. We'll get back with you on that and update the folks on the radio station.
All right. Well, I'm excited.
We got it all planned out now. We just got to do it. Which doing it is the hardest part. Actually getting it done. I can talk all day long about it.
Well, what's next? How's it going? Okay.
Like that.
Let me fall.
It goes like that.
Sorry, I haven't played the fiddle for like 2 weeks. Or maybe I played it once or twice, but like I ain't played it much. I've been forgetting all my tunes. Let me fall. good dancers out there, I'm telling you what. I'm thinking about, I'm going to buy me a pair of dancing shoes. That's my new goal. So if anybody has any for sale, let me know. Yeah. My buddy Josh, he sent me a video of me clogging in a Hardee's commercial 20 years ago. And I ain't really danced for about 10 years since I got married. So I told my wife, I'm gonna start dancing again, honey. She's like, well, we'll have to talk about that because it makes a lot of noise. I don't know the name of the clogging group. You remember Christina Hall and Melissa Marshall? Them.
Was it Michael in that group too?
Yeah, Michael and Derek and Marsha, Todd's husband, Marty. And, no, I think it was a mashup of cloggers. There was some up from Galax and
the
then.
best ones of all the groups.
That's right.
Only the best for the Hardee's commercial. Alright, sorry, go back to this.
It's on YouTube. 5 to 9, 5 to 9. It's chicken extravaganza time.
Nobody believes us.
But that inspired me because I used to be a dancer and I forgot that. And ever since I had kids, I forgot I was a dancer. Forget a lot of things when you may get married and have kids. What's the next tune? How about what's a good tune? You want to do Pretty Polly? All right, we're going to try Pretty Polly. This is about our third time ever playing it together. Last time we played it up here. Can we do it kind of slower? Moderate?
did a real good job on that. It was great. And why don't we take a real quick break, and then we'll be about halfway through this half hour, and then we'll give you time to do about 3 more before the top of the hour. So right now, we'll hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's program. That's Old Mill Music right up the street. James is manning the store, so I can be down here today. But stop by and see us. We'll be there till 4 o'clock. We'll be back with more music coming up right after this.
I'll give you time to get out.
Okay. Are you saying that?
Down on the street, I got it. Figure it out.
Mommy, you stop.
I'm going to take a breakfast till there right quick. And then I'm cool with y'all to do like a snack lunch.
I could never get a chance to score. I would do it wrong every time. Remember that? It's like, I would have been so you could wash dishes.
Hey, let's leave Nick here. You can wash dishes.
That's right.
Leave Mary here. She can wash dishes too.
Rest of supper.
Leave Mary here. She can wash dishes.
You want Eddie to wash dishes? No.
How about Nick? He can wash dishes?
Thank you so much, Bob King. And we're having a great time, great old-time music from our special guests, the Rock Castle Ramblers, for you here on this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round. Do want to tell you this, coming up next week, we will have music from the Twin County Ramblers, followed by Bruce Mosley and Hersey McMillan. They'll be with us for the 12 o'clock portion of the program next Saturday. Right now, back to more music. Jason, we have time for probably 3 more songs before we need to take another break.
All right, I'm going to try to play a version of Ida Red, and for all the, I was going to say computer geeks, fiddle geeks out there. I am a computer geek, so that's how I'll make my dough.
Okay, so now you just told everybody what happened to you when you said during the break, I've lost my mojo. It's because you started working on computers, because that takes the life out of people.
It does. Staring
This
at the
is
screen.
true. You didn't know this.
Click, Java code. But at least my kids get to have food on the table. But anyway, I want to try to play a simplified version of this tune. The hardest part about playing old time is playing simple and putting less in there and making it sound right. But we'll see what happens. I'm used to playing a lot of notes in this tune, but I'm going to try to kind of get down to its raw form, but do less bowing. There's a fiddle player up in the mountains somewhere far southwest Virginia. His last name's Osborne. I saw a video of him playing it. I was like, that's it. That's how Pawpaw Jake used to play. Just little subtle, slick bow movements. But we'll see how it goes. tune, guys. Y'all bear with me. It's hard to play it simple. Play simply so others can simply play. You ever try to play with a really great musician and they won't play simple for you? It's hard to play with those great fancy musicians. Anyway, we played a tune about Polly, and now we're going to sing about Molly. Polly, she got hurt, she got killed, I reckon, but Molly, she got off lucky. She done good. Her man, she found a decent man to break up with, and he just let her go, I guess. He went off to London. So we're going to sing a song called Handsome Molly. Y'all forgive me if I miss the notes. I'm not a singer by nature, but sometimes I hit the right notes. So. London or some other seaport town, I'd set my foot on steamboat and sail the ocean round. While sailing around that ocean and sailing around the sea, I'll think of handsome Molly wherever she might be. She went to church on Sunday and passed me on by. I knew her mind was changing by the roving of her eye. Do you remember, Molly, when you gave me your right hand? You said if you would marry, Lord, I would be your man. Promise, go marry whom you please, while my poor heart is aching, you're lying at your ease. Her hair as black as raven, her eyes as black as coal, her skin as white as lilies out in the morning grown. I wish was in London or some other seaport town. I set my foot on a steamboat, I'd sail the ocean round. While sailing around the ocean and sailing around the sea, I'll think of handsome Molly wherever she might be. While I was singing that, I just had a memory. When I lived down in the city, I was playing that we were playing on the street, and these guys, they just got out of the bar, and the guy goes, "Hey man, sing my bro a song. He just got dumped." They were I guess they were maybe a little bit inebriated. I don't know. And I said, "You just got dumped, huh?" And I looked him in the eye. I'd never looked a dude in the eye and sang a song before, but that's what I did that night. I played Handsome Molly. I looked at the dude in the eye. He was so angry at first, but as I sang Handsome Molly to him, I'm just glad I didn't sing Pretty Polly to him. Don't tell him what he would have done then. Oh, let's play one more before the break. All right, what's the next? That's a good one. Probably a good idea to make a set list before you come on stage, right? John Brown's Dream. This is practice.
dancers down here. Aren't they doing a good job? They'll get embarrassed. They won't come back. No, I'm just joking. I don't think so. We'll take a real quick break and get an updated look at the forecast. And we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.
Are you just going to stay here, Green? You want to just stay here while we go eat?
Actually,
You want to go with us?
You want to go with us? Yeah. Go this?
She's gonna bring it. We just get out here so we can get back away.
Leave us back here.
Thank you so much, Bob. And I started to say, what sport is that? But I decided I wouldn't do that. But it's a running joke that I work a lot of sports, but I don't know one sport from another. I don't know one car from another when it comes to cruise-ins. But I do all those things, but I don't know nothing about it. So for all you folks, you'll know that about me now. It has to do with music. I usually know a little bit about it. But right now we are here with our special guests, the Rockcastle Ramblers, and we're having a great time. Also really enjoyed Middle Cross. That did such a great job. They're going to be back with us in August for the Merry-Go-Round. Right now, though, I want to tell you about the folks sponsoring this portion of today's Merry-Go-Round, and that is Mayberry Music Center. They're located right across the street from the Earl Theater and locally owned and operated by the Easter family from right here in Mount Airy. They would like to invite you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic. Also, they've got electric guitars, bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. Mayberry Music Center does specialize in Blue Ridge guitars, and they're the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer in the Mount Airy area. They always offer a $100 discount off the suggested retail price on their Blue Ridge guitars, and you'll usually find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center at a discounted price. They've got strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And they'd like to remind you that if you stop by and you don't see what you're looking for, please ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And at Mayberry Music Center, you'll also find a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from the Easter Brothers as well as the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That is Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning Merry-Go-Round, featuring our special guests, the Rockcastle Ramblers. What you got picked out for us next?
All right, we're going to play Mississippi Sawyer, but before I do that, I want to quickly introduce our band here so everybody knows who we are. Banjo on my left-hand side, coming all the way up from over yonder from Woolwine. I was getting ready to say up the mountain, but we're actually down the mountain. Get confused. From Woolwine, Larry Mabe. Right. And from on top of the mountain, Fancy Gap area, is Stanley Widener. And from over yonder, East Bend way, on the bass behind me here is Wayne Bailey. And I'm Jason Phillips, fiddle player, come from Meadows of Dan, Virginia, up on the mountain. But me and these three boys here, we're actually Carroll County boys. We went through the Carroll County system. Still alive.
What's wrong?
I tell you what, they teach you how to be humble in Carroll County. I'll tell you that. I'm an humble person because of that. Fortunate person. We're gonna play Mississippi Sorry, and then we had a couple requests from back yonder somewhere. Ragtime Annie. We might try Logan County Blues for you as well. So we're gonna do the best we can here with what we got. Dan Van Halen on the guitar. Whoa. No, man, that wakes me up, pumps me up. I like that. I love it. All right, we're going to try to play Logan County Blues. And have you ever played that? I don't think so. Okay. At least one of us has played it before. So,
Yeah, I played it.
so we're just going to be real with y'all and show you how it works in band practice when you're trying to work out a tune.
Probably does a different Logan County.
I don't know.
It's like 3 versions.
All right. It's going to be just like we're in your living room figuring out a tune. So, hope you enjoy this. We do try to play requests if we know them. Yeah. One time they asked us to play Rocky Top, and I was like, I don't play none of that bluegrass. And then the guy goes, here's a $100 bill. But if it's an old time tune, we can probably play if we know it. We're about I'm gonna do that tune we did a while back. Johnny's Gone to War.
Yeah, that's John Lover.
John Lover, Tommy Lover. I was trying to show a violinist how to play the fiddle the other day. She can run circles around me on the violin, but she's like, "How do you do the bowing?" The only advice I had for her was crank it. Crank it. Crank it. And this is a perfect tune to crank it on. So I'm going to, I'll try to crank it a little bit. So it's called, this is definitely a mountain tune. This is probably, I don't know where this tune is played outside of the region of Carroll and Patrick County. I don't know if it is. It's a local tune. Y'all ready?
Great job, and really enjoyed today's program. We do have time for a couple more tunes, but we need to fulfill our advertising obligations that we have. So I believe we've got one more ad that we need to hear about World Fest coming up, and then we'll be back with the conclusion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to you, Bob King. Thank you to Patrick, Rick Cottle. Appreciate everybody. Sam back there manning the camera for our YouTube stream. It's been a pleasure. Also thanks to Middle Cross. Rock Castle Ramblers, we've probably got time for 2 more tunes, and it's been a pleasure to have some great old-time music for this second portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Let's welcome them back to the stage.
Well, this has been a great time. The alpaca was walking down the road out there. great dancers. Just,
I'm glad you saw that too.
oh, it was a llama. I don't know the difference. There's a llama. He's dressed up in his. He's dressed up like a leprechaun. Leprechaun. It did. Yeah, yeah, that's right. There's only cows where I come from. So we're gonna play probably one more tune. Somebody asked for Ragtime Annie. We're gonna do that one for you. But we really appreciate y'all getting up and dancing. Good dance. I didn't realize how many good dancers there were, so I'm excited. Here we go.
Ramblers. Tune in again next next week we'll have the Twin County Ramblers celebrating the 130th anniversary of the birth of Charlie Poole, followed up by Bruce Mosley and Hersey Macmillan. Until then, this is Jeannie Lowry signing off again from the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, the voice of the Blue Ridge.